Only 1 million divorces take place each year in the United States, and for those involved, this can be a very complex experience, not only emotionally, but financially as well. Which one's tougher to navigate? Maybe you're so emotional because you're seeing where your finances are going. Well, a new study from Fidelity Investments finds that for most, the emotional aspects feel most difficult to deal with up front, but after the divorce is final, it's that financial stress that can take a greater and longer lasting stress on your life. Meredith Stoddard, she's here from Fidelity. She joins us now with more about the study and share steps to navigate the financial aspects of divorce. Hi, Meredith.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing very well. There's a saying amongst men: it's cheaper to keep her. Sometimes that comes around. It can be a little difficult getting divorced financially. Key takeaways from the study. What did you find?
Absolutely. Divorce is one of those life events that can upend every aspect of people's lives. And people found that both the financial and the emotional were overwhelming at the beginning. The emotional definitely took center stage. We also found that about 75% of people winged it and figured things out as they went along, which made it hard to navigate the journey end to end. The good news is we did find that there are some steps that people can take that help make that a little less daunting and lessen the long-term impacts, both financially and emotionally.
Absolutely. Let's talk about financially. First of all, what are some of the biggest mistakes you see people make going through divorce?
People told us that one of their regrets was that they weren't more involved in the finances earlier. While 80% of people are involved in the day-to-day aspects, only 60% of women are involved in the long-term and retirement planning. Yeah. So for those people, they really wish that they had rolled up their sleeves on it and dug in sooner. The other piece of advice people gave was that they wish that their emotions hadn't gotten in the way. It's a lot easier said than done, especially when you're in the thick of it. But you don't have to go it alone. Divorce can be really isolating, and it can be hard to ask for help, but doing so makes a really big difference in helping you have constructive progress throughout the journey.
Exactly. Sometimes you get to that point of your relationship, constructive kind of goes out the window, so it's nice to have a third party. Let's talk about then how we can avoid some of these pitfalls and how we can make this as smooth of a situation as possible.
Absolutely. We found that putting together some semblance of a roadmap. Now, when I say roadmap, it does not need to be this big, formal, overwhelming thing. It can be as simple as starting to document what you're aware of. What accounts do you have? What debts? Where's your car title? What are your wishes for your children? Co-parenting. Just putting that down on paper starts to get you oriented and give you a sense of where you are. The other piece that came up is building a team. So whether that's a financial advisor to help you navigate the financial pieces of it. We also found that while some divorces are amicable, as you alluded to before, most are not. And it becomes really important to have a mediator or an attorney to represent your interest along the way. And then lastly, to help keep those emotions at bay, it's really critical for people to enlist either friends, family, a therapist, a support group, in order to help them process and get to a better spot emotionally.
No question. Resources. Are there resources out there to make the divorce process a little less stressful?
Yeah, we've done a lot of work to try to put together a roadmap for people that gives you a sense of where you are as well as what to expect around that next corner. Our hope is that it helps make it feel much less daunting. We've included things like do's and don'ts, a financial organization checklist, tips on helping your children through it and rebuilding your life after divorce. It's important for people to remember that starting small does make a difference, and rolling up your sleeves and starting to chip away at it makes you feel a lot more confident. It leads to better outcomes and more confidence on the other side of it and a quicker financial and emotional recovery.
No question. Meredith, it's great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, have a financial roadmap for all of your life events. Head to the website you see on your screen, fidelity.com/life events. They can tell you how to get things moving. Fidelity Investments, proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.